Trymir. Lou, try learning the ways of the bug people and manage to learn a bit about the chime sounds.
What people?
What the bug people are? The village. Oh, where is it? Village of Himeniptera. The bug town. Where we met Big Ant Guy and bigger stuff. Where they were puking all around the time to make the walls.
And Louis ate it.
Yes.
Did she?
Yum,
I
yum,
thought
yum.
I thought almost, but okay. Oh,
Yum, yum, yum.
kind of grossed out.
It was delicious.
It was not. She asked the village shaman if she could learn how to use the ways of the trackers in the forest. She contacted our bug guy and guy. And while the others were sleeping and resting, she was meditating. We went out again to the forest, continue our travels, find a temple. Sadly, Lou is not that good of a tracker, and thought maybe the thing in the woods that looked like it was fighting something was in trouble. It was not. We are now in our... What?
It was bad news, and now we're in deep shit.
Yes.
Carry on.
Well, that's pretty much it. We are now in our astral forms, waiting to see what's gonna happen next.
Alright. So,
Play battle music!
as you guys look around you and see your bodies fall to the floor, seemingly separated but still connected by some strange non-corporeal string of sorts. You turn back to immediate danger of these wailing, screaming creatures. I need everyone to go ahead and roll some initiative.
Let's go. Come on, give us some... Ah, okay, that's good. Just my luck.
15? I don't know why I did it twice.
Who knows? So
we have a fate die today, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Initiative is a ability check, Garth.
Ah, oh. Well, can I go lower? Oh, neat. Yeah, that's 10.
17, 38. My hands are... Sorry.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Alright, so... these guys... Down. 25 to 20.
No one?
20 to 15.
17.
15.
10 to
Chris?
5? 10. Well, it's
Did
10
you
to
roll 19?
No, I roll with disadvantage, so it's 10.
Oh.
Unless, well, I don't know.
Okie doke. Ah, I'm smart.
Good.
I thought I had a token for Louisa.
You know? Just insert a random person in.
Oh. Oh, again, the volcanoes.
Mara, you're alive!
The spirit of Mara lives on. Let this-
Louisar's boy falls
God.
down and out comes Mara. It's like, what the fuck? What's happening?
Oh, hello there. Are those? Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, those are benches, no doubt.
See, they're worth.
Yeah.
free.
Alright. Top of the round is one of these strange spectral beings. In fact, one that is right in front of you. It turns towards you, taking the visage of this decaying elf female. Its hair blows in the wind. It turns towards you, and its eyes begin to sort of like seep almost out of its skull as it raises its form and like increases the size of its profile. It's going to go ahead and wail.
Okay.
So as it lets out this terrifying bone-rattling scream, you feel this almost like claws scratching on the inside of your skull. You feel like things digging, giving you pins and needles in your up and down your arms. I'm going to need everyone to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Hey guys, how about I use a thing I have called Aura of Protection, which means everyone gains a +3.
Sounds,
Yay!
Yay!
sounds lovely.
So that's
What's that, Constitution?
18.
25.
9. Fuck me.
Did you use the +3?
Yes.
So what was that?
9.
Garth?
18?
25.
So you watch as Toriel's form almost like freezes up as she begins like gripping herself and clawing at her head before her body just goes rigid and she falls unconscious.
That's great.
Yep, you're at 0 hit points. The two of you who are still standing, as you manage to push this almost physical sound from you, you both take 12 points of psychic damage.
Yeah. Let's see.
Doesn't that mean Louisar's also unconscious?
After last time, yes.
Jeez. Great.
Alright, so Toriel, death save.
Ooh, what fun. 12.
That's one success. Louisa, death save.
18.
Another success. Alright, up next is the furthest one. You know what? I did not roll saves for Eris or Marissa.
Ah, come on, you don't have to.
Who both fall unconscious.
Oh,
Ah,
fuck off. You fucked right off.
Okay.
9 and a 5.
Is this
So-
gonna be a quick session today?
It might be. Skipping over their turns, it goes to Comanche. Who's...
Oh yeah, they can probably wail again. And one over there.
This one's going to use her whale. So the only one up to hear it is Garth in the Constitution saving throw.
Without
Alright,
plus 3, because I'm dead.
Okay, let's see.
Well, not dead.
Just with plus 7.
We're all dead, let's be honest.
Okay, that's a 12. Hmm.
Hold up. I've just saved you here from my fuck up. You are not within 30 feet, so it does not affect you.
Hey!
What? This one is like 35 feet. At this one?
That's one at the back's done.
Oh, okay. Well, guess I live to die another day.
So, with that, it's going to go ahead and use its movement. They're using its whale, rip. Action to whale. And it's going to raise slightly above the ground and move down here.
Oh, hi.
It just stands there, sort of like floating. As you see, it's from before when you saw these creatures, like they seemed almost non-existent, almost like a trick of the light. But this one you can see is very physical, and like you can see it's almost like looking at a living corpse. It's still in a rapid process of decay.
Are you gonna be such a bitch? Okay.
So it's your turn.
Alright, so it's time for healing potions, I guess. Greater healing potion does how much healing again?
You can see. Oh wait, no.
That's
Not
the
on the
other
screen.
one.
Don't worry, I'll snap it up. Right there in this tree.
The Tree of Knowledge! Finally, we found it.
We found it.
Oh,
Please.
too bad we're
Squish
dead.
information.
Isn't that cool? So, common, greater, 44 plus 4. Okay. Yeah, time to chug down a superior healing potion.
You chugging it or you feeding it to someone?
No, I'm chugging it.
Alright. This guy pulls out this bottle, flips up the cap, and just
Yum yum
Yeah.
yum.
Chug it, chug it, chug it, yay! Okay, yeah, bunch of force material. Let's see. Almost restored. Okay. I guess that's an action, so...
bonus action movement. Everyone is down. It is literally just you up.
Great.
Hey, Garth, you can be the hero finally! Yeah!
Sure.
Yay!
Yeah!
Could use an action search to... yeah, I use the action search to take a dodge action for now.
Okay, doke.
Because getting beaten up by corpses is the last thing I want to do.
So, after that, the final Banshee is going to wail. It's going to move in range and then wail.
Sure.
No, it is in range. So, it straight up wails. Need another Constitution saving throw from me.
Alright, done it. 25! Yeah! Get
25,
that!
so as this almost physical sound ripples over your body, tearing into your mind, clawing at the inside of your skull, you manage to take a moment to just calm yourself. take a deep breath and you repel it from within you, resisting the effects.
Is that all?
The rest of its turn, it's going to move right up to you, as you're the only one standing. That's going to end its turn. Top around is this one. It's going to move up to you. It's going to make a attack.
Alright.
So... Oh shit.
It does 50 damage. Oh, cool. Golf is dead.
No, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, I guess just once. We won't do it 3 times, but...
Okay. Well, that's not too bad. Wisdom. Alright. Yeah, sure. Oh, 21. Nice.
That's a success. So as this banshee swoops up in front of you, you realize just how horrifying and disgusting this thing truly looks. You almost start to puke, but you manage to hold that back inside and repel yourself and repel any fear that begins to set into you. It's going to go ahead and then make a swipe towards you. As it swipes out towards your head, you manage to step back just in time as it sweeps past your face, but it does catch a bit of your cheek, and you watch as part of your cheek kind of trails after its finger before returning back to where it should be, positioned underneath your face. And that's going to go ahead and end its turn. Torio.
Death save. Death save.
Oh,
6.
jeez.
Success, 1 fail. Luisa.
Yes. 19.
Neat. Okay.
2 successes. Alright, and this is going to go ahead and move down into your space and through your body as it kind of sticks and feels a little goopy as it moves into your skin and pulls out the back of you before
Okay.
turning around and making a swipe towards the back of you. Which is going to go ahead and
Okay, it's still within my range, so yeah.
a 14 to hit.
Does not need.
Does not hit. So as this one leaves your body, you feel as it separates from your own form. And as you do, you swing around just in time as it's swiping out towards you. You just lean back and it swipes over your head. Brings us to your turn.
Okay. Jeez. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Lou should still have some potions. Can I? Yeah, just. Can I search and feed it to her? One of them to her.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Just let me.
It's not
Oh.
Tiffany who keeps all the potions out in the open.
I don't have a potion build, okay?
Well, you should get one. They're really trendy and
Well,
the latest
so
fashion
do
in
you.
Paris.
But none of us have one.
Oh, what a misfortune! Alright. Investigation.
Vince.
What?
Can you roll for me real quick? I gotta be right back.
That's an 11.
11. So as you're rummaging through her satchel backpack,
Backpack.
do you have any potions?
Yes, I do indeed.
What does he find?
2 superior potions, 2 regular potions, and 1 greater healing potion.
Okay.
You hit the jackpot of potions, but as you're searching through it, it takes you a little longer to kind of turn her over and get to where her form is. So you have the potions available for you to use
Next turn, or what? Okay.
to feed someone next turn, but you still have a bonus action.
Well. I don't have any bonus options, I'm afraid.
You ending your turn?
Yes.
Okay, Doug. As you're rummaging through the backpack, the Banshee who is now behind you is going to swing down to take and swipe at you. And as you open the satchel and you see all these potions here, you turn back around just to remember the danger that is present to you at the moment. As you swing back around, you miss another hand, which you see now has these extremely long these claw-like nails which extend off its fingers, sweep straight past your eye. They seem to be targeting your face.
Oh no, my pretty face.
Brings us round to the top. First Banshee is going to go ahead and attack again with a 15 to hit.
Okay, does not.
It's not hit. So this one is you put the backpack down, you slap the claws out of the way, and it just kind of reels its hand back and just hisses at you. This brings us to Toriel.
By the hate, bro.
Yes.
Oh yeah, saving.
Roll for it.
Come on.
9.
No.
2 fails.
Me?
Yep.
Well, damn
Yeah.
it, huh?
You have 2 fails now. Shit.
8.
That's a fail.
Oh, success, 1 fail. Sure.
Brings us round to the Banshee, swoops through you. Seeing that you seem to be desperately searching for something, it's going to... Actually, is it? It's fairly intelligent. Roll for it. It's going to attempt to swipe at the backpack.
At the
That's
backpack.
At the backpack.
Alright, can I use my reaction to parry that if it hits?
It does not hit. As
Okay.
you're still pulling the backpack out and dodging the other one whose claws just come past your eyes, you swing it out of the way as that one reaches and grasps for the backpack and he just seems to swipe at the air. Which brings us to your turn again.
Damn, piss off. Okay, yeah, I gotta feed a normal healing potion to Lou.
Which potion?
Uh,
There was 2 superiors,
Uh-huh. 2
2 regulars, 1 greater.
Right, let's go with the greater to ensure maximum healage.
The superior is better.
I know, but do you actually have that much
Okay.
health?
Alright, your decision.
40. I don't know. For now, I just gotta listen. You can't just refill once you're actually
I'm
on,
just
on your feet again. Okay. I'm just-
14.
14, so
Okay.
as you're saying, Lou, so oddly enough, as your eyes closed, you felt really calm and peaceful, and it was almost like a warmth embracing you. And as you're kind of focusing in on that feeling, the warmth almost seems to congregate in one small point, which then feels really warm in your chest. And as your eyes shoot open, you see Garth above you, feeding you a healing
Oh, God.
potion.
Ah!
Lou, get Toriel back up. He'll keep them busy.
Okay.
This Banshee's gonna hiss at you, and in anger, seeing that you've just revived, it's gonna go ahead and swipe to attack again. And that's a 12. This time just grazing the front of your arm as it sweeps up towards your head. You once again just duck back just in time, and just a brief trail of claws which go across your face, pulling your face off almost completely before it snaps back into place.
Yeah, Garth is dancing right now.
Just bopping and weaving, Mike Tyson.
I guess.
First Banshee is going to see Louisa, who's now opened her eyes and is once again looking around after making that shriek. He's going to swipe towards her. Natural 1.
Yay!
Yes, yeah.
It breaks his claws.
She takes her claws up in the air and makes an over-exaggerated swing towards you. As you open your eyes and you see it, you manage to roll up way just in time as it slams its claws into the floor. And as it tries to pull its hand back, it appears that its hand is embedded in the dirt and it's going to have a harder time doing things. You are... Yep. Which brings us to Toriel.
Yeah, last death save. Shit.
Natural 20.
Natural
Ah!
20 stabilizes.
So does that mean I get back up, or I'm just like there?
You're 0 hit points, but you don't have to make any more death saves. You're stabilized.
Okay.
You're not dying. That's very good enough, I guess.
All right, Louisa.
I take a superior healing potion. Feed it tutorial.
Yeah. Tree of Wisdom. Tell me, how much is that? So what's superior? 8d8 plus 8d4 plus.
84 plus 8. You want to roll it or?
Yeah. I did.
Oh look, it's still not my health.
I mean, did I lose all my health when I went down, or did I
You went to 0 hit points.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a fair ability that they have.
Well. If you made your saving throw, you wouldn't have died, so.
I have not been rolling for Larissa and Eris.
Oh,
Yeah,
I kind of
Do
thought
that
as well.
now.
well, if Eris dies, Garth is free from his spell.
We'll
Promise.
just fucking leave. We're like, ah, well, we tried. Bye.
So on Larissa, that's a 2.
You just gotta cut your losses.
Fail, success.
Oh, it'd be pretty funny if Larissa died, yeah.
oh, that would be funny, huh?
Well, I would miss her as a player.
As a, I
Garth
would
would kind of be.
miss her
Yeah,
as
sure.
Oriel
That
or
was something.
Luke.
And for Eris, it's a fail, success, success.
Neat. So, yeah.
So Larissa's 2 fails.
Larissa has 2 fails. She
Hello,
is
Larissa.
looking dire. Let me just check something really quick.
Do I still have a move action left?
You technically are still prone.
Okay,
And
I'm
half your movements go up.
Don't provoke attacks of opportunity.
use half
please.
my movement to get up.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna.
Hey, I also have another thing. You're all within 5 feet of me, right? It's like they gain
I'm not. I'm 10 feet, but okay.
disadvantage on any attack rolls.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'm
Well, I
gonna
can do it.
Okay, yeah, then you can run.
use Improve Journal of Secrets. So I'm gonna spend one of my Bardic Inspiration in my
Mhm.
bonus action. And I cast Ray of Frost.
Oh, damn.
Ogriok against.
Which one was the most clear one of them?
Clear one?
Yeah, you said one of them looked more.
No, all of them look like that. It's just the fact that with proximity to Garth, he can now see that they look like physical forms.
Okay, I'm
But they're
gonna
not, interesting.
use it on this one. Wait, this one.
That one? Okay. So you're rolling for attack
Range spell attack.
at disadvantage
Why on disadvantage?
because
Oh.
it is in melee range.
Oh, really? Okay.
So that's
Just don't have a natural one. It would hit me, I guess. And I'm not immune to cold damage.
27.
To hit?
Yay!
Yeah.
N-
Think that hits.
Do you think it hits?
Just
Nice.
about. Just maybe.
Just a tiny bit. So it's take one. Wait, it's take 2d8. But
Used on the one next to Larissa, right?
no, this one.
One above Garth.
Yeah, above gas. Yeah.
Okay.
So what's the plan now? Actually
That's-
fighting them?
So,
That's also the one with its hand stuck in the floor.
Do we have any options?
That's the one with the hand stuck in the floor?
Yeah.
Okay, then I want to use it on this. Can I still change to Larissa's one then?
I'll allow it because it wasn't clear.
Thank you. So that's 7 damage, and its movement speed is reduced by 10 feet
Oh, good.
until the start of my turn.
Okay. 1 takes 7 damage. You watch as this beam of cold, crystallized air blasts forth from Luisa's hands, splashing across up the side of this banshee, creeping over its face and frosting over part of it. You see as it kind of solidifies around its arms, and it looks like it's having a harder time making actions. But you can still see the expression on its face kind of rip and tear as it tries to change its face under the ice that's encased that side of its head.
Take that.
Up next, that one is going to attack you at disadvantage, which is very lucky. Natural 20 on the first one. 13 on the second one.
Attack me?
Yeah.
14 to hit, so no.
She's good.
Okey-doke. So you watch as it tries to swing towards you before a bit of the ice chunk just kind of drops down onto its arms, giving it a harder time to kind of seizes up in place. Just kind of writhes there for a second. Up next is Garth.
Okay. Next.
Garth.
Arf, 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 arf.
Hardy Garth.
Oh. Yeah, no, but I just pass my... I just assumed that I passed the potions on to Lou, because they're hers. Can I do that just without using an action?
Yeah, I thought the way you were going with it is you just pulled one out of her backpack.
Ah, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense, sure. Okay, well, I stand up again and, yeah, use a dodge action and goad them by just being like... I don't know. You vile, ugly bitches! Something like this.
Okay.
And Lou is like, language!
Roll d20 plus your charisma.
Oh, nice. Alright. Sure, right. Come on, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's
Wow.
a 9. That's a 9. Yeah.
41!
Or should I re-roll just to make it actually fair?
Go for a reroll.
Alright. Sorry for making such a mess. That's an 18. Neat.
18? Okay. Now you watch as the two that you currently have visual on, and which includes one with its claws stuck in the ground, turn their heads towards you and just
Okay, yeah, sure. Clever me. I'm not scared. You're nothing. I fucked uglier things than you.
so the one
In his head. He says, like, it's a lecture shot.
who you can't see, one who's directly behind you now, is going to roll to attack again. And this one, as you're kind of like waving your arms in their faces and flailing at them, it swipes towards your back, and it just seems to be at the same time that you turn towards that one to try to start goading that one, causing its attack to just slip past the side of you. This brings us to Larissa.
Come on, live.
Success.
Yes.
Harris. Fail.
Ooh, they both got 2 fails, 2 successes.
So, head back to top round. This one's going to try and use its action to free itself from the ground. Does not succeed, so it's still there as it like
Yes!
rips its hand out of the floor, but it now has like a large chunk of this ground stuck to it. But it doesn't look like your typical sort of earth. It's almost smoking, like smoke falling off it and billowing. But the majority of its hand seems to be encased in this thing, and it's looking very perturbed. Toriel,
Yes?
you are up.
Can I... I'm still gonna do what we wanted to do. Sorry for anyone that's fighting them, but I hope they
Yeah, yeah.
leave. Because,
I'm not fighting. I'm just staying alive. Just
I'm trying
go
to-
ahead with the plan. Yeah.
you know, I'm slowly getting up, and as I come to my knees, I like look at them with dead eyes, and I don't know how this thing technically works, but I hold my symbol and speak a prayer and use turn the unholy.
Turn me unholy.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay.
So they all
Which
must
is
make
a save.
wisdom saving throw DC 15, I want to say.
Is it
Get
not
like-
your spell save?
Yeah. No, it's 14.
Should Garf screw it up by just attacking one as they are running?
Garf does what Garf does.
Well, he's not gonna attack two at least, so maybe we can take one. So
1 second. I just need to understand something here because this is very.
high maths.
What was the turn unholy? Right?
Yeah, it's called turn the unholy.
Okay.
And I
Works
hope
on
that
that,
banshees are either fiends or undead. Which means they gotta leave. They gotta run away, and hopefully so can we.
What the heck is this? Is it a spell?
What, turn the unholy?
Yeah?
It's one of
No,
his
it's a
powers.
channel divinity of the paladin. The first one I think I've ever used.
What's so funny about this?
Just the fact that I've never actually used it.
Okay, so it's DC 14.
Yeah, wisdom.
14.
First one fails. Second one fails.
Yes!
Right,
Third
so-
one succeeds with
Good.
exactly 14.
So
Okay,
two are
good.
running away for an entire minute. Well, up to a minute.
Which one of them that succeeded?
So it would have been this one that succeeded.
This one.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So
Let the rest run.
end of tutorial, Louisa.
Okay. I'm
Get the others up!
gonna use polymorph
Sorry.
on the last one.
Oh. I was like, what? I'm gonna
Okay.
turn into a spider. Oh, thanks, Luisa.
Bye!
What are you trying to polymorph it into?
No, we're not starting
Let's just a mouse.
A mouse?
Yeah.
Okay, doke, and that's a wisdom save,
Yeah.
DC?
a spell save.
Do you know her
Uh-huh.
spell save?
One action, duration, concentration up to an hour.
It doesn't matter because it fails.
Yes! Ah! Duh!
Sure.
Assume your spell save is higher than 4.
Yes!
Lose our spell
my
save?
God.
Sure.
1. Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So with that last one is going to go ahead and turn to a mouse. So it pops to the floor, and it's despite having all the features of a mouse, there's still something odd about it. There's almost like in the same way that the ground is fading off that one's arm. It seems like the mouse's fur seems to be like smoking off of it as well. ending. So then this one is going to go ahead and move 30 feet from to well, it uses a dash, right?
Yep.
And it's
Okay.
no longer frozen, so it can't do that. So it goes.
It can't use reactions. For its action, it can only use a dash action to try to run away, or try to escape from any effect that prevents it from moving away.
Yeah, so this one technically goes off the map down here.
Bye. Alright.
Whew.
As Toriel's symbol flares up with this almost golden, silverish light, which seems to engulf all of you. As it reaches the Banshees, crest on their sides, they turn and book it. Garth?
Alright, can I squish the mouse?
No,
Don't.
don't.
I will! Squish the mouse!
No,
Roll for
because that's
attack.
Gonna...
Ah,
you stupid
god damn
son
it,
of a
Garth.
bitch.
God damn it, Garth.
What is it? Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, still, gotta squish the mouse. Squishy mouse, wonder house. Da, 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 da.
It's not like it turns back to its normal form or something.
Garth does not know that. How about you stop being so judgmental? Alright.
Because now we finally had a chance.
That's a
That's a
17.
hit.
Alright.
Oh.
I guess that's an unarmed strike then.
Yeah, it's just 1 plus your
Why do
strength.
you...
1 plus
We-
strength, that's 4. There we go.
We talked about this like freaking yesterday, that we should just run if we got the chance.
So the mouse one takes 1 point of damage on its mouse form, and as it seems to squish underneath your foot, there's almost this force that pushes your foot back, and you look and see the Banshee has reappeared under your leg. And the extra 3 points of damage carry over. So up next is that Banshee's turn.
Oh, we can take one to my Banshee, it's not that.
I mean, Chris, please. It's great and all, but never question again why we say Garth ruins every plan.
It's gonna rise itself up using half its movement as it phases through your leg almost, and your leg seems to slip through and hit onto the floor again. And as it takes its hand up, it lands a natural 20, slamming straight into the side of your head with its claws.
Okay.
Which
Well, how much damage?
I mean, is he within 5 feet of me? Because then he'd have disadvantage.
not.
No, I'm not. So didn't take a dash. Yeah, okay. Go ahead. What's the damage?
The damage is Wait, did I
Garth?
read that right? I did not read
Garth
that right.
is now
okay.
within 5 feet of me?
No, that's tag 10.
What? Chen?
I didn't read the thing right, but I thought it said 3d12. I was like, what?
Oh god.
So you
That would
take
be, well,
14 points of necrotic damage.
make that 14, you said. Okay, 10. Well, yeah, still hurts, but okay.
Uh, 14 points of necrotic damage. Yeah, it does not have that. Okay. As the claws connect with the side of your face, and as they pull back through the front of your face, it seems to drag off part of your face and grasp in its hand. Which it then clenches into a fist, and as it reopens it, that piece of your face seems to be just gone. Which brings us around to Larissa.
Oh shit.
They exist, remember?
Yeah, last death save for Larissa
Natural 20!
Yes!
Neat.
and Arius.
Oh.
That's a kind of interesting thought. You're really just playing with the lives of our comrades.
Eris
Oh,
rolls
he playing with the life of his comrades? Oh,
So
I can
You are.
know somebody else who is.
Eris.
So you watch as
Eris, no.
Larissa's form almost seems to become more solid and physical like your own's. But Eris it's almost as if all the color from her robes, like the blue and the goldish trim,
No!
the faint bits of color in her face almost seem to vanish. She becomes like desaturated. Which brings us back to the topic of round, which is count 5. This one is going to go ahead and move its full movement away, which is 80 feet. That's 80. And Toriel.
Toriel's up. Toriel heals Larissa with... Hang on, let me read my spell real quick. That's my backstory, that's not gonna help. Yeah, heal.
Where do I have it? Okay.
Heal her for 12 points.
Alright. And as you... what spell is this?
This is Cure Wounds with a higher spell slot.
Cure Wounds, okay. As you grip onto Larissa's arm, you feel that warmth again flow into your hands, almost the same warmth that is currently emanating from your holy symbol, and as it flows into Eris's arm, you don't have a... Let me just check something real quick.
Sorry?
Holy shit, I should be paying more attention to what my NPCs do.
What?
Larissa explodes! Everyone roll a dexterity saving throw.
She
It's your
explodes for
torque
10d10 exploding damage. No, her eyes shoot open. She looks at you with this kind of look of disdain. As she, like, the recognition sits back in.
Oh.
Louisa.
I'm gonna use, because now I just waited a fucking 3rd level, 4th level spell slot, you know, so haha. I'm gonna use Bestow Curse.
Kidok.
I mean, I didn't just dodge 2 rounds of entire attacks just to let them get away. No, no.
Use, just, Chris, don't.
What are you choosing?
Bestow, I'm choosing, he must make a wisdom saving throw, start of each turn. So I'm gonna move up here. And touch it.
Okie doke. Louisa swips around the back of Garth and reaches out for the Banshee.
And that's
I'm
gonna...
gonna
Yeah.
say roll a melee attack.
It just needs to succeed a wisdom saving throw. I'll become cursed for the duration.
You need to touch it.
Oh. Is that dexterity?
Oh.
We'll say dexterity or strength, whichever's higher.
Mm.
It should be strength, but you know, I'll give you a gimme.
19.
19 does hit.
Yes.
Grip onto its hand as it tries to pull away from you. Begin to mutter this incantation as you watch as this almost blackish hand mark seems to grow from beneath your hands onto its arm, spidering up and down its arm, creeping over it. And is that all you're doing?
Can I use the rest of my move action and bonus action to down a drink?
You have bonus action. No, that's not
Bonus.
bonus action. Do you have it
Bonus.
out? I don't think you do.
No.
I'll let you take it out, and as a bonus action, you can drink it next turn.
Okay, fine.
Right, so you pull out a
I pull out a regular.
regular healing potion. Okie doke. So you slip your hand back into your backpack, pull that back out. This one is going to move another max movement. And ends its turn. Garth, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna move around it. I'm just gonna flank it from left. It would be like.
Okie doke.
How much movement is that?
10.
Okay, 10. Alright, then I'm gonna hit it.
Or for
Let's
attack.
see. Let's see. 1, 2, 5. Come on, get it. Oh, I rolled with disadvantage as well, still exhausted. 12 does still hit, I suppose?
12 does not hit.
Well, not. Oh shit, okay.
As you reach for your weapon and swing for it, it seems to turn around almost as if it
Okay,
seems
yeah,
to
already failed.
know what you're doing. Like, your movement seemed almost as if someone was watching them, and admittedly, this thing is right in front of you, watching you, but it's almost as if you feel that there's a certain amount of control you don't have over your own actions. And with that, you swing towards it, and it just effortlessly moves to the side.
Alright, yeah, and the second swing misses too. Let's roll on, I suppose.
Similar sort of thing happens. It just turns towards you. With that, Larissa is going to get up. She's going to push Toriel out of her face. Half a movement to get up. Look around the situation. She looks down at Eris. Looks across to the rest of you. She looks over at her own body. And she's not going to do anything. She's
Because
gonna-
it's Larissa.
She looks at her hands and she turns them back over.
Does she look different than before?
It's probably the first time you've seen her perplexed.
Yeah, I guess.
But like the rest of you look at the moment, like she looks physical, but there is this like trail of smoke which is just pooling off of her. Like the colors of her robes follow these smoke plumes, and almost like every movement that you guys make and that she makes leaves a small trail which dissipates shortly after. Eris,
Eris is dead.
Banshee, so move an additional 80 feet. Toriel.
Can I would like to use my dual attacks with me hammer with Divine Smite twice towards the Banshee. I mean, I move over first, but
Yeah.
can I move myself? Nope. Like the whoop and whoop. 13 and 12. Missing twice, I assume.
Yeah. So with that, brings us to that one's running, runs an additional. You see it in the distance, just continue to float like at rapid speeds away from Toriel. Brings us to Garth's turn.
Okay, well, let's attempt that again. Oh, 21. Neat.
This time you seem to swing towards it and connect, but as your weapon like touches its form, you yourself are like there's something in your mind that just tells you to pull back, and you connect with your weapon, but you don't deal damage as you stop yourself before swinging forth. I mean, shaking off that feeling, you pull back again and swing towards it, and once again, this feeling you just shouldn't do this, and just somewhere from deep inside you just stop. and pull your sword back.
Alright.
Gonna go ahead and beat its turn. It's gonna swing towards Garth with an
Uh,
18.
Well, wait a
wisdom
second.
saving throw?
Wait a second. Can't I use the second attack to just, well, pull it away and just, shove it over there? Just jog it away in this general direction.
Did it make a
Um,
wisdom saving throw?
You can certainly try.
Alright,
It'll-
I'm gonna
it'll
do
make
that.
notes, just Garth didn't end his turn.
Oh,
so
okay,
I jumped the gun.
Alright, that's a strength ability check, I suppose.
Well, it's roll to attack with just your strength.
Roll to attack with strength. Well, attack roll. Okay, well, doesn't matter much, so. 14?
14, you grip onto it, and as you go through this motion of pulling it and throwing it, you yank it back towards you, and its arm follows you, and then you just kind of like, as you sort of lose momentum during the pull, and then you just end up releasing its arm.
Great.
Which brings us to its turn. It needs to make a wisdom save. Does not succeed, so it also swings towards you, Garth, and as it's going, it just kind of stops, and you're both just staring at each other, almost like this strange enchantment between the two of you.
Wait, what did you
Sure.
put on it, Luisar?
Bestow curse?
While cursed, the target must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each its turns. If it fails, it wastes its action that turn doing nothing.
Oh, so it just doesn't do anything. It just
Yeah.
stares blankly.
Yep.
That's good. Does that get removed if we attack it?
Nope.
Can still take reactions, so yeah.
So, up next is Larissa, who's gonna get hold of herself and see what's going on. She's gonna move over here, and she's going to attack this thing. Natural 20. Damn, okay. Unarmed strikes. She's a monk. They do magical. And she's going to key point for a flurry of blows. Uh, 23 points of bludgeoning damage as she brings her force round and smacks it straight in the gut, and you see its form kind of double over to one side. And that she brings it around again, smacks it across the face before hitting it straight in the leg as it falls to one knee, if it had knees. It has legs, it just doesn't have feet. They kind of trail off. But yeah, that's a hefty round from Larissa there. Which brings us back to top. You're running, Toriel.
I try and hit it twice again with some divine smite, but only on the first one this time.
Alright, roll for attack.
26 and 15.
Hit.
Alright, so do I roll damage?
Yep.
Okay. Hang on. We just do it like this. D8. That's 7 plus my strength, so that's 11. What? Bludgeoning? That's the one. That would be 4 ice damage. And that was a more rolls than was it? No, it wasn't.
You have a 7, you got the 8 from bludgeoning.
So I got the 11 bludgeoning, the 4 ice, the actually it's the second level, so I gotta roll again. The what's that? 14, 19 divine. Hang on, what's it called? Radiant.
Yeah, I believe.
The 19 radiant, and then the second strike goes for 5 bludgeoning and 4 ice damage.
Oh, so total how much bludgeoning, sorry?
Bludgeoning would be 5 from this one and 11 from the other one. So that's
16.
16.
15. 16, yeah, sorry. So,
That's
and
8
ice.
ice damage and 19 radiant damage.
Nineteen radiant. How do you want to do this?
Yeah!
I wanna first one like the hilt or the entire hammer glows the light up, just kind of smack through it, like where it stops, just like touching Garth a little, and then just whack it to the right side where just this corporeal mass flows to the right or flies to the right side and just
And as you
suddenly
do-
dissolves into nothing.
Your hammer brightens up and you cleave through its head, splitting it in twain as it stays still connected partially. You watch as its form, its face still trying to make horrifying images at you as it kind of shifts into these strange monstrosities, but its incorporeal form is drifting away. Even as it is, Garth has to take a step back just from the explosion of magical essence flowing towards him. To bring your hammer back, you wheel it round. Larissa this time has to duck out of the way as you smack it straight in the side, slamming both its halves back together, but its entire mass off an easy 20 feet into the sky as it moves about 30 feet in the arc. It almost hits something almost something invisible and just into a cloud, but it almost seems to creep around the sides of something that you can't see, but it seems to just for a moment there, as it's dissipating, illuminate its form, or at least a partial giant arm-like appendage of a form.
Sorry, what? There's an invisible arm somewhere?
Which didn't get touched by the fairy fire?
What would you like to do?
Look at the arm. What's up with that arm?
There's nothing there.
So we can't see the arm.
Can I like go back to my body?
Oh yeah, are we in our bodies or are we just still floating incorporeal?
Your bodies are visible on the floor.
Can we try and go into our bodies?
As you each respectively move up to your bodies and you attempt to touch them and interact with your hands to seem to phase through and pass through them, unable to grasp anything, as you try to force your form back in, almost taking like the same position and trying to like lay into your bodies, it doesn't seem to be having any effect other than you temporarily lose vision as your eyes kind of submerge within your own forms.
What just happened to us? What did they
We-
do to us?
Can I roll? Like what the fuck's happening? You know, undead and banshees, fiends. I imagine their effects would be at least in an extent taught as a paladin, right?
Roll a religion.
Not my best, not my strong suit. Which is weird.
Can
'cause I'm a
I-
paladin.
Can I help her by, I don't know, giving her a temple massage?
A what?
Temple massage.
What the fuck is a temple massage?
That's
You massage someone's temples.
yeah.
Okay.
Or just head massage if you prefer the term.
So as you're trying to think back, you pick out vague teachings about the dangers of various undead and their abilities, but it seems to be one of the lessons that your attention wasn't fully there in. And as for the predicament you find yourself in at the moment, disconnects you from your own body, you're unaware of what it actually is.
So do we ourselves, if we look at our hands and such, seem incorporeal?
You seem physical. Like everything here seems physical, but it's almost like a shade light, a few shades lighter, and seems to be steaming this strange mist which just fills the air. This is true of most things around you that move.
So, this is unpleasant. What happened exactly?
I don't know.
How can I see myself?
Can we like? Can I like? I can't touch my own body, right?
You touch towards it, but you can't like grasp onto it.
I'm gonna like drag our bodies together.
You can't interact with them.
Oh. Do I like feel anything?
You feel the wind.
Okay, can I hear like I'm gonna try to center myself again and trying to listen if I can still hear the chimes or
Yeah, go ahead and roll wisdom. Concentration. No, wisdom, sorry. Concentration is when you're tracking it. My bad.
Hey.
Oh, that's much more thing. What you get?
8.
8. You can pick up on the chimes, these little bell hits, but they seem to be a lot less ordered than they were before. They seem a lot. It's just like random pings in like every direction, but they do seem louder than they were before.
Do we do?
How are our bodies lying right now?
Toriel face down.
No, like are they far away from each other?
Oh, the. Hold up. If I do this, and a bit of this. How do I do the symbols again? There we go. I do that. And I do that.
Oh.
And you guys are kind of standing on Garth's body at the moment.
Oh, hey.
So he's technically in the circle right now.
Circle?
If I make 10 feet. Okay.
Curious.
I'm gonna cast Lyman's Tiny Hut.
Oh.
Around us.
Okay. The hut seems to, well, it doesn't look like anything, does it? But
It can. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it like camouflage.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try to match like the color of the from the outside camouflage.
Okay, you do that, and those of you who are outside of the hut observing this, the hut seems very at place with where you are, but it doesn't seem to carry the same characteristics of things that don't move that are displaying some kind of smoke trail.
So, okay, it is different than we, us, and
At
okay.
this point, Larissa folds her arms.
Hold on, Eris isn't in there.
She is.
I see.
Damn it.
Eris is dead.
But
We're on
Eris
the
is
astral
dead.
plane.
What?
Well, how do we get back?
What?
Well, do any of you guys know any plane shifting spells?
No.
Uh,
That's it. Things like these are exactly the reason I do not bother with magic. And Belkov goes over to Eris and inspects her body.
She is slightly out of her body from where she stood up and fell again. But she seems lifeless and dull.
Okay, can he pick her up and try to, well, embed her inside her body and something like this?
You lay her on the ground inside where her body, form of her body is. But you can't seem to get it exactly right, and even doing so, she doesn't seem to have any sort of like drawing effect, almost like it's pulling her body back or anything like that.
Damn it.
So Larissa pipes up again. If you're trying to protect your bodies, it won't work.
why?
We're in a different plane.
Well, that means our bodies are easy prey, and if they die, I assume we die as well.
Most likely.
Jeez. Can we do anything to protect them?
Like I
Well-
said, you know a plane shifting spell.
No.
I just can't. So Lyman's tiny hut doesn't cover them.
From what Larissa seems to be saying, it will cover you on the astral plane. It will not cover your bodies on the prime material plane.
Ah, okay. Uh, um,
I think we have only two options. We either find the temple or we find our bug friends, try to make ourselves, well, noticeable.
But like, do they know a way?
Who are you asking
What
that to?
Just out in the jungle, like, do the bug people know?
I don't know.
Unlikely, honestly. But
They're the only thing here that hasn't tried to kill us, right?
what other options do we have? We're stuck in a plane. We can't and either of us can escape.
We're on the astral plane. We can't communicate with the material plane. Even if we find the bug people, they won't be able to see us.
So, I guess we just have the option to find the temple.
How's that going to help?
It is the Temple of Magic, right?
Well,
We could also just, well, wait here for our friends to return and hope they have an explanation.
You to feel few heavy vibrations, almost like gigantic footsteps. Not too far from you, but they seem almost about 30, maybe 40 feet from you. They seem to be moving away.
Hello?
I guess it's still them running. Or
I'm gonna fuck this. I'm gonna cast Fair Fire from where we can feel the vibration of the steps coming from.
Must be range on verifier. Actually, can you print it for me? I need the specifics.
20-foot cube. Each object in 20-foot cube within range of the air environment. So I'm just gonna, like, if I can, from, like, where I can hear the footsteps being taken.
Mm-hmm. Little mental bliss. There are lots of moving parts here.
I just think if it's hit by it, it's like it's outlined by it.
Yes, this is the case, but as I said, there are many moving parts here.
Oh.
So you cast a verifier out towards these vibrations, and they seem to impact on something, and they begin to spread over the form of what this thing is. You again can make out that giant arm like appendage, which it seems almost like a gorilla's arm, but huge. Like if you were to your best guess is that this thing would probably be anywhere between 20 and 30 feet tall.
Holy shit.
Oh, great.
And as the verifier sparks over its arm, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
All of us. Or
Just Louisa.
She's within 10 feet of me though, right?
I believe she already has advantage from her Fey ancestry.
Yeah, but she just gains a +3 because of my aura
Okay.
of dingly dang. What you called?
19?
protection, is that it?
Protection, indeed.
As the verifier impacts on this thing, you feel this like slight tingling towards the like front of your skull, almost in the same direction of it. But you manage to shake it off, and it doesn't seem to seep in or take effect.
Hello? Nope. Any ideas? Like, the hut here can stay up for 8 hours.
Should
Well,
we just wait for it to leave? We're not in a condition to mess with that.
Nope.
Alright, then we're just gonna stay here. Well, wait for it to leave, I suppose.
So you're just waiting.
I
If
guess.
this-
I guess that's the best I can think of.
I don't
So-
think we'll magically appear in our bodies again if we wait here.
I know, but we don't have to mess with these.
As these vibrational footstep-like footballs are getting further and further away.
Well, maybe it was the thing that the Banshees was attacking?
Huh. Maybe.
Can I try to check Eris's body for, like... Is it, like, 100% clear that she is dead?
From what you've seen of dead people, Eris looks pretty dead, but almost as if she's been dead for a while.
Oh,
So, no doubt.
Like maybe a day or two.
Huh.
um, shit. How
Well,
long is a short rest?
1 hour,
An hour?
or half an hour? Not sure at this point.
About an hour in your case.
Yeah.
Sure, let's do that.
Yeah, let's heal up.
Yep.
Alright, just gonna use about 2.
Okay, so I'm gonna regain my
Oh, shit.
bag
That was wrong.
inspiration.
Makes no sense. I'm gonna use 3.
Gonna use.
22. Nice. Oh, perfect.
So as you all take a moment to catch your breath and tend to your injuries, which your typical methods of ailing wounds don't seem to be having much of an effect, but more so as you focus on them, the passage of time appears to be doing more things than it ever could. Than what you're used to. You also notice that you yourselves, like, you can feel the wind, you can hear the sounds of the forest around you, but they seem very distant.
Um. I like I don't have any planner changing stuff.
Neither do I. And I don't think Garth even knows how to use magic.
No. Well,
Seems the only person who might have had a chance about understanding this situation is Larissa turns and looks towards Eris. Indisposed.
So we're stuck in the astral plane till something in this forest kills our bodies.
Probably. Hopefully we won't be waiting too long.
I don't want to die yet.
Well, everyone dies sometime, kid.
well, it's 2 broken promises.
Well, I'm gonna try looking for something then. Because sitting here isn't gonna help anything.
Not at all. If we can't even guard our corpses, we might just, well, leave them. Actually don't want to see what kills... I'm not sure if I actually want to see what kills me and how it does it. If I can't fight back.
Because we won't be able to touch anything in the normal plane, are we?
I suppose not. And nothing
Well,
can
that's-
touch us for the time being.
At least nothing that's not on its plane. Hey, maybe we'll find some other idiot walking around the Elder Woods in the astral plane.
Yeah, good. Well, then can we exchange, well, stories? Great.
I think we should try at least.
Try what? Looking for the temple, or just, well,
For anything.
Well, it's the best
Does
bet we
anyone
have.
feel more confident navigating than the kid?
Do you?
I'm not a navigator. That's why I'm asking.
Neither are we.
I can try again. The only reason I went over here was because it seemed like it needed help. Like, I couldn't see it clearly.
And we see where your decisions get us.
Well, I can try to explain it what kind of noise it makes. So maybe you can take the decision?
It narrows her eyes at you. You see her like clench her fist, and she seems to bite her tongue.
What?
can go. Is there like a? I guess there is no ground in the astral plane. Could Gar theoretically bury Ares' astral form?
You want to try?
Yeah.
It's with just your hands, like what?
Yeah, just with the hands.
Okay. As you walk over to the side of Eris and begin scooping out clumps of earth, which seem to follow standard physics, but they, like, each grain of earth is smoking with this strange mist as you pull it over ground, sort of stirring up more, carving a hole out. It's going to take you a bit of time to clear a hole with just your hands sizable enough for form,
Alright.
but you're making headway on it.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna follow through. It's the best thing I can offer for now.
What?
Can we
Sorry.
actually... Can we walk through trees and, well... If we can move so freely now, we should, yeah, just take advantage and... Just scanning the area, looking for...
Okay.
something that can help us.
I'm gonna try to listen again. See if it helps.
Yeah, go ahead and roll wisdom check.
$15.
15. You're still hearing these bells, and some of them you can make out clearer than others. It's more disorienting than it was previously to do when you were still in your physical form. But in terms of finding some sort of path or direction or something that's like guiding you in a certain way, it doesn't seem like you're able to do so where you are.
Well, I'm gonna go. And hopefully we can find something.
I'll be going with you.
We don't exactly have a better plan.
Like, the noises the forest makes right now is like doesn't make any sense at all. It sounds
Okay.
rather confusing.
Well, this place never made sense to me anyway. Alright, let's go.
The banshees ran Like north and south, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my suggestion is just going forward then.
Sure.
Indeed.
And we start going.
With Louisa leading.
Sure. Can I
Is
walk
anybody
around
else?
next to her?
Yeah, we're like flanking her as bodyguards.
Alright, Louisa, go ahead and make a survival check with disadvantage.
$17.
17. So as you begin to walk through the what seems like the Elder Forest, there are certain elements and parts that don't necessarily line up with what you're used to seeing. You begin to see like small woodland creatures. Occasionally, out the side of one of these larger trees, you see almost like a smaller tree bench, but it appears that it's almost in the same state as you at the moment, with this kind of smoke trailing off of it. Whereas the tree itself seems a lot more solid, with nothing that would differentiate it from a standard tree in the Elderwoods. The features that you're picking out seem to be more reminiscent of your average forest.
Okay. We're still not able to touch any of the trees and stuff like that yet.
You trying to touch trees?
Sure.
So you touch one of the Elderwood trees in your hand, just passes effortlessly through it.
And all the trees looks about the same.
Look like Elderwood trees.
Okay. Gonna keep going. Just like in the same direction.
As you continue to walk. Go ahead and roll me a d12.
Oh no. Black screen. Oh no. 12.
Wow.
Banshee's back. Yay!
Roll another d12.
8.
Roll another d12.
What?
Yeah, I'm curious.
11?
So, as you begin to make your way through a couple of these trees, they begin to space out into wider and wider growth formations until you come to clearing is about maybe 100 feet diameter. Radius, sorry. 200
Radius.
feet diameter.
Okay.
Oh, 200 diameter. Nice.
And in the center, there's a small green flickering flame, which is, well, it wouldn't necessarily be small, it's about 5 feet tall.
Ah.
Just a singular greenish flame, which seems to be waving very gently in the wind.
Kind of stand and like look at it for a while. To like observe if it does anything unusual.
Yeah. Roll a perception check on it.
18.
18.
Yeah.
It seems to not. There's something odd about it in the sense that it doesn't necessarily burn as a natural flame would, especially one of this size. It's very contained in its form and it keeps its shape considerably well. But there is this slow undulating pulse which kind of moves through it. Than that, there doesn't seem to be anything particularly that
Well-
stands out about it other than that it's a large flame, it's green.
Approaching it, almost kind of staying 10 meters away from it. Does anything change?
As you begin to approach, the closer you get, it seems to like swing towards your direction almost till it's like pointing at you,
Oh,
and it just slowly flickers.
it just flickers. Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna stay 10 meters away from it. It just will.
So you're going to keep going until you're within 10 feet of it.
Oh, yeah, if nothing else happens, then it's just flickering.
The closer you get to it, it almost seems like you begin to notice that towards the base of the flame, there's almost a pinkish, almost purplish kind of light. It's very small, which flashes up occasionally as the flame like pulses slightly.
Okay.
And the closer you get, it's almost as if the bigger the flame seems to be.
Okay. Can I check if it is sentient or?
How would you like to do that?
Oh. History, Arcana.
Well, imagine your character sheet isn't there for a second. How would you like to do that?
Oh, I will try to recall stories that I heard. Rumors. Gossip.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a history.
Alright. 11.
11. I mean, you've heard of magical flames and magical fire, but to you, it's just seemed like a whole bunch of like hocus pocus. This doesn't really seem anything different other than that it's probably magical.
Magic flame. Okay. Huh. Any idea what this is? I'm sure it's dangerous.
Can I make some kind of nature survival check?
Can every one of us? Or give someone an advantage?
Once again, how would you like to do that?
Like if the movement has any meaning to it, to see if it's sentient. Because now I responded to Garth moving towards it. Does it have like any other mannerisms?
I mean, it's a flame. It doesn't really have mannerisms.
I would love to, try and remember any teaching at all about the astral plane from back in the day.
Go ahead and roll a religion.
Gotta be some good rolls in here, right? 11?
11. Once again, you've been taught about different types of flame, most of them regarding dragons and different types of draconic breath, mainly related to your teachings of enemies of the platinum dragon. This doesn't seem to ring any bells. The types of fire you've heard about as all being your typical kind of fire. Even if it is magical, it seems to follow the same kind of rules as natural fire.
Maybe try to touch it? And talk to it.
I'll go with talking. That seems safer. Hello? What are you? Alright, going across the 10-meter mark and advancing towards it. And stopping right before touching it. What does happen? If it just lashes out at him, he's gonna jump back. In terms of mechanics, the Garf would take a preemptive dodge action.
It seems to flare up even larger. The closer you get to it, to you guys who are standing still 100 feet from it, it still seems like the same
Yeah.
sort of flame. It hasn't moved. It doesn't seem to be like pointing towards Garth in any way, shape, or form. As you're right in front of it, Garth, it seems as if it's now maybe 10 to 20 feet, just in span size, and it almost seems to be like welcoming you and like it's almost created like a tunnel around you.
Tunnel. Okay. Is that a passage? Guys, it seems to be a passage.
What?
Is he walking into a flame?
At the moment, he looks like he's walking into a green flame.
Can I ask Lisa the same question?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you see anything on the other side?
Larissa
Do I?
crosses her legs and sits down. It's like he's probably dead.
Alright, yeah. Is there anything on the other side?
Just well, from your point of perspective, you can't really see anything other than flame and this purple light.
Okay, it's surrounding me at this point.
Are you gonna go through it, Goff?
I don't think I should do that. Seems to be... Is it protecting something, maybe? Well, just yelling across at this distance.
Well, I don't know.
like
Like,
over
we can-
30 meters. But yeah.
If you up for it, we can tie a rope to you and see how that goes.
I don't feel like it, honestly. Well, just bringing the hand close to it. Does it heat up? Does it feel like, well, I shouldn't do that, I'm gonna get burned?
It feels warm but not hot. It's almost inviting.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be burning. What is this?
Well, we don't really have anything better to do.
Eh,
And if
you're
we're
right.
gonna die anyway, soon.
Might as well go out like this. Why not?
Hello.
Yes.
It's
Alright. Alright, Garth,
You
touch
guys
it.
still playing?
Yep.
Yes, he just touches the green flame with the, well, purple button. Just embracing anything that might happen. From death to mutilation, whatever. Just, what is it? I must know your secrets.
You take 32 points of necrotic damage.
Yay! Cool!
Really?
Who would have thought that it would be was bad news? Who could have thought? Alright, he's gonna fall back flat on his ass and drop backwards.
And you just make a
Medically.
charisma saving throw.
Oh, okay, cool.
But it felt inviting.
Oh no! Oh, a 6, yay! Come on, come on! Hit
You
me! Kill me
Don't want
now!
to leave.
Oh, okay.
Like it, despite it hurting you, like that's forgivable. Like fire hurts people sometimes. Why not? It seems like it needs a hug.
Oh yeah, sure. All right. Well, there's no way anybody is gonna reach him. So yeah.
Can we see him get hurt? Or
You see him put his hand into the flame, still being this smallish flame that maybe is about the same size of him at this point, from where you're standing. He reaches his hand into it and pulls it back as if he burnt himself. He's just standing in front of it.
You know what? Garth's gonna just, well, like a drop in the pool, just flat, like letting himself go, arms just stretched out, and just let him fall flat in frontal.
Can I do like Garth? Maybe
Just
come back?
to bathe into it, just to like really just have it engulfed inside him, like a little flatted thing.
You take another 30 points of necrotic damage.
Yay!
Can we-
Harry, I'm coming.
can we
Fucking
try to pull
suicidal
out?
prick.
As you see Garth just jump into the flame and his body just
Garth!
Oh
Larissa sits over the hand on the cheek. Told you.
Who would have thought?
no!
It's Yellow Forest. Oh no!
No!
Garth?
Hello?
Yeah, don't touch the flames, man. It's bad. Ah, yes.
Oh no!
Come on. Oh, come on. You're gonna find another, I don't know, idiot, I
Is there
suppose.
does the flame do anything afterwards?
It returns to just being a little flickering green flame,
I think we
slowly
should
moving.
go. No. Let's. I don't.
Just
I
stare
don't
into
like
the
this
flame.
place.
Unbelieving to what just transpired. Like, what the
Yes.
fuck? Did Garth just commit suicide?
I don't know.
It's-
I think we should get going.
uh,
I don't want to stay here with it, and I can't see him anywhere. There's no body to bury.
uh,
Yeah,
Let
we
me-
should go. As
Okay.
Larissa gets up. And as you all turn to leave, I need you all to make charisma saving throws.
Oh no.
but everyone gets an extra because of my ability. Yay.
So advantage?
Hmm? No,
Advantage?
not advantage, just a +3.
It is a charm.
Oh, wait, that means no one's affected.
Oh. 22.
No, but if it's a charm, no one's affected because of my aura of whatchamacallit?
Well, I don't think it's 100
aura
meters away.
of
No.
something. What was it? Some aura. So, do we still need to make the saving throw, Chen?
I guess not. Make them immune to charm.
Alright, hang on, let me open the thing again, because apparently it's not on my character sheet. I gotta put that in there. Aura of Devotion. Starting at 7th level, you and friendly creatures within 10 feet of you can't be charmed while you're conscious.
Yeah, so you don't need to make the save.
Oh wait,
Should
no,
we
I said
see
no,
anything
it's-
happen? Or is it just...
You saw Garth's body just flare up into this green fire and the flame returned to normal.
So it was like, it's a small flame, then Garth approached it, grew big, Garth jumped in.
Well,
And
no, it stayed the same size for you guys regardless.
Oh, so it just jumped into the flame and vanished?
He just walked up to the flame, jumped into it, and incinerated.
Poof.
Incinerated!
Yeah, battle!
Jesus! No! Garf, why you do this to us?
Because
I
it's
don't like
salvation.
I think we should get moving.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to listen for the chimes again to see if they still don't make any sense.
They don't.
They don't. Okay. Got it. Let's continue, like going a big circle away from, like, just out of the clearing.
Whatever you do, don't die.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good luck
thanks,
with that.
Garf. Committing suicide and then telling us not to die.
I'm sorry,
As
it's on
you
you
guys
now.
are
I'm
walking,
dead.
Larissa pipes up again. Well, that's 2 down following the kid. Are we still doing this?
That you can't put that on her.
Can I not? Was she not showing us where to go?
he
Well, you didn't have anything better.
just walked into a fire.
Can you say I'm wrong? We wouldn't be in this mess if we weren't following her.
Well, then go ahead, show us the way. Then, like,
I mean, it makes no difference to me. These are your comrades.
they are your responsibility.
Mm-hmm. And we see how well they respect my authority. So I'll leave you to your own devices and decide that when I get back.
Yay.
How will you get back?
Well, not walking into flames.
Do you have at least an idea?
Well, my instincts tell me to stop following a kid around the most dangerous place in Trymir.
Then go ahead, show us the way.
I don't like your tone.
Well, I don't like yours either.
Just
And here we have.
Mate.
Go ahead, Toriel, with your infinite wisdom. Why don't you lead?
it. I wasn't trained for this. I don't think
None of
anyone
us
was
were.
trained for this.
Well, boo-hoo.
Which is exactly what she says. We're here now.
But what more can we do than pick a direction and walk there? I guess I just choose a direction and
Pick a
start
fucking
walking.
direction. And get blamed for everything.
Alright, Toriel navigating. Go ahead and roll a d12.
Fuck our lives. 8.
I mean, that was kind of on me, since I was like, oh, look, the others are still way behind.
8. Oh.
Eight.
So
Oh! Wait, no.
as you turn to walk away from the flames, the strangely shocking but expected feeling of Garth disappearing before your eyes still lingers with you as you make your way through a different avenue of trees, as you pick a few features out which seem safer than others as you begin to follow this specific route. You begin to see a faint glow of white light after walking for about an hour or so. As you begin to encroach on it, you begin to hear vague sounds of weapons clashing with one another.
Oh no.
Is
Can
it
we
this?
see anything
Can
ahead?
we try and approach to see the same picture that we just saw a session ago? Or just try and approach in general, carefully, right?
Trying not to be seen.
Go ahead and roll some stealth checks.
Natural 20.
Jeez! That's some serious stealth going on.
Just vanishing into thin air.
Natural
Oh!
one.
Ah!
Hey, I'm
no.
Toriel, guys! What's happening over here?
And Larissa, natural 20.
My name is Tori Braveheart. I'm living here.
So as you're walking, Toriel,
My
you
name is Tor
turn-
Braveheart, all my friends are dead.
You turn to Louisa, who
My
doesn't
friends.
appear to be there anymore. You turn to Larissa, who also doesn't appear to be there anymore. And you assume that because you said carefully that they're nearby hiding, but they must be really fucking good at hiding, especially in this specific moment. As you begin to make your way towards this light peering behind the tree, you see spectral figures of what appear to be bandits.
Spectral bandits.
With bandanas obscuring most of their faces. One of them has a great axe, the other has a longsword. And they appear to be attacking this man wearing longer robes. It's also a spectral figure, wearing longer robes, who appears to be defending against the longsword one with his own short sword. Behind him, there is a woman who is sheltering a little girl next to what appears to be a dead horse.
Are they all spectral?
They're all spectral.
Well, I rolled a 1, so hey, greetings! This, we all stuck in the astral plane?
As you said, well, none of them appear to pay any attention to you or even acknowledge that you just came very clunkily, came out of the tree line. And you watch as this bandit with the great sword parries the short sword out of the man's hand, throwing it to the side before bumping him behind the head, which knocks him towards one of the great axe, who lifts it over his head and cleaves his head in two.
Oh shit.
Bad.
Uh,
Are they
how
saying
many
anything?
bandits are there?
Two.
Okay, can I charge them at this point? Like,
Yeah.
hey! What's the big idea?
As you charge towards them, screaming this out, they still don't appear to be paying you any mind whatsoever.
Can I just take my great hammer to the back of one? Non-lethally this time?
Go ahead and roll for attack.
I would love to do it twice as well, because I have 2 attacks, unless we're non-initiative system. Then I don't know how often I could attack.
Well, I would say
1 billion times.
1 billion million times! 23?
Oh.
23. And what you assume would be a solid hit, squaring the back of this guy's head with the great axe who's just cleaved this other guy's head in two. You connect, but keep going as your axe passes straight through his body and slams into the ground.
That...
As that happens, the one with the great sword picks his sword up, puts it behind his shoulders, or just resting on his shoulder, as he walks up to the woman and kicks her off the little girl.
No! No! I'm gonna...
As
Okay.
an action, He's pulling his sword back up as he turns towards the woman.
Can I try and block that
Hey guys, it's a cutscene. What
with
you-
my shield? Like jump in, try and block it?
As you run forwards and put your shield up to shield this woman, the sword comes down and goes straight through your shield, straight through your body, and cuts through the woman, leaving a spray of blood across the floor.
Oh no! Can I
told you
try
it's a
to
cutscene.
like? Do they have like the smoke thing?
No.
Is Larissa doing anything? Or is it-
Are you looking for Larissa?
Yeah.
Yeah, see if you can see her.
Okay.
Perception check.
27.
27. You see Larissa not too far from you, well, where Toriel came up the tree line. And she's peeking around the tree, but she doesn't appear to be acting. She's just, she's got one arm across her stomach, she's got her other hand resting on it, and she's like resting her chin on the back of her hand, and she's just watching this whole thing go down with a strange look, like a quizzical look on her face.
I'm gonna try to use vicious mockery
On
on one of the bandits.
which one, the axe one or the sword?
The sword one.
Sort of one. And as you
Oh
begin to-
wait, no, I don't. Ooh.
You don't.
You did it.
I'm goofed.
Well, why? I mean, it's a cantrip. Could else happen than they're not taking damage?
So as you in the incantation for Vicious Mockery, what do you say?
I say you uncultured Barian. How can you raise your sword against a child? Great.
Oh,
As Louisa screams this down, the spell doesn't seem to find purchase, and as the spell is consumed, there is no effect.
oh no.
So what?
And
What are the bandits doing?
Oh,
as the woman falls to the floor, the bandit pulls his sword back and sticks it in, and he turns back to the bandit with the great axe, and you see his bandana moving, but you don't hear any sounds coming out.
oh.
And the other one with the great axe begins to walk forwards before they both suddenly go to attention, and they're very alert and they begin looking around. The other one pulls his sword out of the ground. It's a pack of wolves, 4 wolves come running out the tree line to the side. 2 of them jumping onto the bandit with the great axe, who attempts to throw them off him. He ends up swinging one of them off, which rolls towards the bandit with the great sword. The other 2 wolves attacking him. One of them bites into his arm, begins pulling back on it. So he swings down on that one, chops off its head clean, and its head falls to the floor. As he turns around, the other wolf jumps on his back and begins biting into his neck. The wolf that was thrown across the floor towards the little girl begins to rise up, and he turns towards her.
Can I one last feeble attempt to throw myself in front of the girl?
You stand between the girl and the wolf seems to growl, seeming to look straight past you. As it does, it lashes forwards, and because you're not looking and you're obscuring Larissa's vision, you assume the wolf has attained a meal, shall we say.
As it dashes through me, I want to kind of fall to my knees.
As you do, it drops for you. It doesn't feel like anything as it passes through you. It just simply... as you see the scene in front of you, the bandits appear to be being torn apart by these wolves before dragging off the body of the man whose head was cleaved into, and one of the bandits, and the little girl. And as the
No.
wolves retreat into the tree line, there's that bright flash of white light again, and you see the 2 bandits once again fighting this guy with the sword, who parries off the greatsword. The great axe guy who appears to be mouthing something towards him. There's another clink of swords before the longsword disarms the short sword guy before bringing his sword around, cleaving his head in two.
Oh, it's the same scene again.
It appears to be the exact same thing happening
Oh,
again and again on repeat.
Well, yeah, nightmarish. Glad Garth is dead and doesn't have to witness it.
Oh dear. I don't think we can do anything to help them.
They're
Can
not
I-
there. It's just a memory of the past.
Well, Garth
I-
is dead, so
can I
shush.
get up, walk to Lissar, kind of push her head away from the scene and just
Ugh.
walk off? Like let's not look at that.
No.
Larissa sweeps up behind you. Any ideas?
No,
Da-da-da.
an after image.
We didn't die this time, so you're already doing better than the kid.
Lou just starts, like, tears starts streaming down her cheeks, but it doesn't say
I
anything.
hug her as we walk, which is really awkward because she's small and fucking
Like,
huge as I wrap my arm around her.
Grow up.
Doesn't say anything.
Not
Begin
every-
leading
Not
her way.
everyone is used to what we saw as a child, Clarissa.
She looks at you with this kind of glazed look in her eyes. It's a small smirk in the side of her mouth. For the most part, she seems to be keeping a straight face.
Hey, Larissa, I have a question now that we are probably doomed here.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you a fiend?
You like... She was like doing this kind of thing where she was taking a long blink, and as you say that, her eyes just like dart open. She looks towards you. Who said I'm a fiend?
Nobody says,
We can feel it.
but it's pretty clear to see.
Sorry, what kind of sense is Lou using in this case?
Well, we can talk about that afterwards, Chris.
Alright.
Oh, I'm gonna mute you, Chris.
I'm sorry.
Does it really matter?
Does it really matter not to tell us at this point?
Suppose not. Then again, it brings me a modicum of joy seeing you perplexed.
Well, giving me a bit of joy to see you lost for words for a second there.
Small things in life, kid. Small things.
Clearly. So, care to explain?
Explain what? I'm a fiend.
Why keep it hidden then?
Why not?
How are
I
you
just
a
walk into a
fiend?
city and say you're a fiend.
What are fiends,
that
Jen?
would-
Just a quick question.
Fiends encompass a large portion of creatures from the less desirable planes.
How do they come to be? Because she said I stabbed her once, right? Or something. Killed everyone she loved or knew.
Yeah,
I imagine she wasn't a fiend back then.
Fiends generally aren't like so how you can have a man and the man grows up and then he becomes evil.
Yeah.
Fiends are born from evil, which is kind of the latent energies which lie on the fiendish planes. Um, fiends generally encompass demons, devils.
So, did I kill Larissa, kinda, and her hatred made herself as a fiend?
That's not outside of the realm of possibility.
Well, I'll just ask her then. Did I kill you?
You couldn't kill me if you even tried.
Were you always a fiend then, even back then?
As far as I remember.
Since we're gonna die anyway, care to share your side of the story?
Meaning,
What the group was that I came across, and why they burnt down a village of seemingly innocent villagers.
to do good, you have to do a bit of bad. And I know you, the ever radiant paladin, believes that everything can be cheery and happy in this world. But all you're doing is leaving the dirty work for someone else to do. That's exactly what we did.
You burnt down a village for the good of the people.
Let's call it a aggressive reclamation.
Well, for what it's worth, Larissa, I'm sorry about what happened.
And I'm sorry that your words don't mean shit to me.
God damn it.
I guess
Well-
Everyone happy with a little powwow?
Sorry, what did you ask?
Everyone happy with our little powwow? Shall we move on?
I thought we were walking currently. We're doing
Yeah.
this while walking.
You get the sense that she means in the conversational sense.
Oh. What do you
That's
have in
nice.
mind?
So, Toriel,
Yes.
pick a direction.
I thought we were walking currently.
You are walking, but you're just kind of aimlessly walking away from this repeating scene of what seems like a family being murdered.
Well, the direction we're walking in is as good as any, is it not?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Go ahead and roll d12 minus 6.
We're running out of options to explore, Jen.
No, I've got many, many options.
So
You guys
what?
haven't
Sorry,
even
what
covered
was
the
it? The
first
D12 or a D8?
d12 minus 6.
-4.
Excuse me.
I rolled a 2. 2 minus 6 equals -4 in my book.
So as you continue to walk away from this scene, there's almost like a shift. It's almost like everything vibrates suddenly. And as you continue walking, you begin to see a flash of white light. And then 5 spectral figures. 2 bandits, 1 man, 2, well, a woman and a child. In the midst of
think-
battle.
I think we need to go like straight ahead.
Let's go straight ahead.
You just can continue walking. You walk past the scene once again as you approach kind of to where you're parallel with it. Just getting around the part where the wolves jump out of the trees and begin to set upon the various members of that soiree.
Gonna look away.
So you continue to walk past. You keep on with a straight orientation. As you do, everything seems to shift once again. And then you see a bright light ahead of you. And you once again come across the same scene.
No! Stop!
Well, now we're trapped in an endless cycle of having to watch this for the rest of our lives. Isn't that amazing? Can I observe how to leave from this, or like what's up with the scene? Just make any observation whatsoever?
Go ahead and roll an investigation to check this out. Kind of look for finer details.
2.
You begin to examine in on what's going on, seeing if you can recognize any of the weaponry, seeing if you can identify the people or any symbols or emblems on their garb. But as you're looking, you just caught up in the fact as this, what appears to be a family, is just brutally murdered, first by bandits and finished off by wolves.
I don't.
Hey Larissa, pick a direction.
How about we see where the wolves drag their bodies?
Fine. Okay, we go check where the wolves drag their bodies.
So as you guys walk across the scene to where the wolves would be dragging their bodies, you step through the tree line and you watch as the wolves themselves come in after you, dragging the various bodies, before they disappear and everything shifts. And once again, you're standing in the almost clearing of trees, watching the scene play again from the start. Well, that didn't work.
Any more ideas?
Well, if Eris was here, she might have some ideas, but I guess not only are we trapped on the astral plane, but we're now stuck in a time loop. Never a dull moment with you around, Toriel, eh?
Huh. No. I suppose not.
What was that, kid?
Say anything.
You were going to say something.
But I didn't. So the loop, like, just starts with the people, like, fighting together or against each other.
It starts with one of the bandits attacking the man with the short sword. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna explore the area of attack here to see if I can find anything unusual. Maybe some kind of rune or wait. I'm gonna gonna cast detect magic as a ritual.
Okie doke. So Louisa takes a moment to sit down and focus in on the area. As she's doing so, there are a few more loops of this situation going down, which she does her best to steal herself from and focus in on the spell that she's attempted to cast. and as you come to the conclusion, it doesn't appear to be a spell that you're like there's no spell that's brought to mind or anything that is indicative of a spell being cast. This almost seems, just from the energies and the way they're placed in this specific area, almost like an accident. But it is transmutation magic. And that's essentially what you can pick out is mainly the fact that it encompasses this area.
So it doesn't have like an origin place?
If
Something
you're
like
looking
that?
for a specific origin point, it would be this entire spot of where this thing transpires. Like, including up into the tree line to where the wolves disappear and the thing resets. Kind of like all of the ground that is covered by people in this encounter.
Is there like anything special that like I'm gonna take a good look at the people from when the loop ends?
What do you mean special?
Like,
as the loop ends, they kind of jump back to where they were at the start. It's almost like instant. It's kind of disappear and reappear over there.
nobody of them seem like a spellcaster.
No one here appears to have any sort of arcane mutterings or anything like that, if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you guys it's magic, transmutation, but it seemed
Transmutation?
yeah, transmutation magic.
So as you pay attention to the little girl as she is killed and dragged away, she does appear to be alive.
The girl appears to be alive.
And we can't
Alive,
follow
yeah.
that girl? If we do
As
that,
she's
we
being
just reappear
away.
here?
Yeah, like following her into the tree line. It's the same as what happened when Larissa picked direction. You guys walk to where it was, but it teleports backwards.
Can I? So if I go over to them, I try to say hello to the girl. Just see if there's any respond.
Roll an arcane check.
Okay. Natural 20.
Natural 20. As you kind of kneel down and attempt to speak to the girl towards the start of the loop before the man is killed and while the mother is still embracing her, there's almost a speckle of acknowledgement, but then she goes back into being scared. Just huddling with her mother.
Can I grab her?
You reach out to grab your hand, passes through her form.
I think this one can hear us.
Can she? Can I try and speak to her? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Moshi mosh.
Once again, it's almost as if like her eyes kind of open for a second with a brief look of confusion before she sees the man's head being split in two, and she closes her eyes.
Are you doing this? Is the magic emanating from you?
No response.
Can I like stand in the way of like her seeing the man being split?
You certainly try.
I'm doing it. I'm trying to like cover her up.
Okay.
Can you please? Try to stay sane.
No response.
She still like panics or. I'm gonna use calm emotions.
On the little girl?
Yes. Well, on a group of people.
You can try and use it on all of them.
Sure.
What's the save on that?
Charisma.
Charisma saving throw?
DC
I guess it's my spell save DC, so 16.
16. No one in this area appears to respond to the spell, and even focusing in on the spell, it doesn't appear to find purchase.
Can we... This must be this girl's memory. Like, she must be stuck here too.
That's what I was thinking. That somehow she has a magic power in her that lets her repeat this moment over and over again. But I don't know how to break it. Can I try and cast protection from good and evil on the girl?
Sure. What is the... I believe that affects a specific thing. Creatures, enraged celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. Disadvantage against roll.
I know ghosts seem pretty undead to me.
Is already charmed. Kindly possessed by such a creature. As you conjure up the spell and goes to touch her, your hand passes straight through her, the spell finding no purchase.
I'm just gonna go, like, keep doing it. Like, keep freaking... I'm just gonna keep, trying to talk with her.
Okay. Each time you talk with her, there is this like acknowledgement or recognition of a rogue factor in the situation. This outside voice, but it's almost as if any progress you manage to make is reset at the start of the loop.
I'm gonna try to talk with her while she's being dragged away by the wolves.
Okay, what you're saying?
Is this you're doing? Are you doing this? Calm down. Like,
It's over. It happened. It's past. Please.
There's a brief moment where her eyes meet your eyes, and then everything resets.
Can, in the last moment, right before the thing resets, try and right then grab her.
You reach forth, and your hand seems to pass through her form.
are you alive in the real world? In here? Ugh. To... I don't... I...
fucked.
Well. Oh. Huh. Is it from Chen?
Yeah, coming from Chen. Chen?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well. What the fuck is this?
I don't know. I've lost any ideas about the situation long ago.
Can I? Well, let's.
You know your dome?
Yeah, my dome.
Can you cast that here again?
Sure. Gonna cast Lyman's tiny hut as a ritual.
Get up. As
And I
the
try.
hut once again begins to form itself.
Do the happenings just happen inside the hut now?
They seem to phase through the walls, and the things you do don't appear to be having any kind of like physical effect on what you're seeing.
You know what? It's just gonna pull out a dulcimer. And gonna start playing a sad tune.
Guess I'm just gonna sit down. Sorry for dragging you into this, Louisa.
I didn't think it would end like this.
Neither did I.
She's such a poor girl.
Yeah. I guess as I clutch my holy symbol, I also whisper my breath. Sorry for being such a failure, everyone.
Larissa sees that you're all sitting down. She herself sits down and then turns it into laying down, puts her hands on the back of her head.
Unless you have some bigger real Chen. Anything ever, anything at all, we might as well either stop the session or stop the series.
I think we'll end it here, and yeah. This clearing, watching these events go by, an indiscriminate amount of time passes before you begin to hear almost like a large growling, kind of almost like a sliver, almost like sends chills up your spine to hear these two things in tandem approaching. And as you turn towards the sound, you see this gargantuan-sized creature with two large scorpion-like pincers, a wide maw of teeth, a singular bead-like eye trained on you. And
How long?
as its gaze falls on this clearing, the repeating loop seems to disperse itself. And it's going to make a claw attack against Louisa, a claw attack against Toriel, and a claw attack
Oh my
against...
god.
Sorry, a claw attack against Louisa, claw attack against Larissa and a bite attack against Toriel. Which is going to be a 26 to hit,
Ouch. Hit.
19 to hit.
I mean, it's that Larissa.
That's Larissa. And Toriel, a 28 to hit.
Yeah.
As the Astral Dreadnought snips your life cables and consumes Toriel.
Really? Really?
I suppose that is where we end our tale.
No! In a fucking time loop!